What's up guys, Matt back again with another unboxing video, and today we're going to be reviewing the Bandai Namco Museum figure, Son Goku, a Saiyan raised on Earth. Before we dive into the video, please remember to subscribe and hit the bell, like the video, comment your thoughts down below for us to discuss, follow me on my socials, and consider becoming a YouTube member to enter into our monthly giveaways and Discord server so our community can help you on your Dragon Ball figure collecting journey. This figure is based on Son Goku from Dragon Ball. All 6 figures don't seem based on anything specifically from Dragon Ball, but pay homage to multiple forms of Son Goku doing his signature Kamehameha. These are Bandai Namco Museum figures, which are exclusive Bandai Crane figures released occasionally as special prizes. If you're interested in buying this figure, then I recommend Bashman Collectibles, my favorite place to buy Kuji and collectibles. Link to their page in the description. You can use Peaches24 in the comment box during your inquiry on BashmanCollectibles.com to get 10% off your first order. The base Super Saiyan and Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan forms for Son Goku were released on May 9th, 2021. The Kaioken, Ultra Instinct Sign, and Mastered Ultra Instinct forms were released in February 2022. Each figure stands at about 9.5 inches tall, weigh 1 pound 6.5 ounces in box, weigh 15.5 ounces on their own, and the base Super Saiyan and Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan forms come with their head, body, support, and base, while the Kaioken, Ultra Instinct Sign, and Mastered Ultra Instinct come with their head, upper body, lower body, support, and base. Alright, I think this video is pretty timely. I was planning on reviewing these figures, and I've been picking them up little by little for the past month or so, maybe 2 months. And unfortunately, during that time, Akira Toriyama, the creator of Dragon Ball, passed away. Now, I don't want this video to be all about that. I made a whole video, talking about my history of Akira Toriyama. So, I don't want to monetize on his death, but I think it's pretty cool that I have the opportunity to get these 6 figures that really feel like I'm almost honoring his memory, because that's what they kind of feel like. But let's talk about these figures specifically. This is a series that I've actually reviewed on the channel before. It's called the Bandai Namco Museum. I've also seen it called Bandai Namco Amusement, but I think Museum is the more accurate translation for the series of figures. So sometimes they will release just like random prize figures that are pretty high quality of different characters. They've done Gogeta twice, Vegito twice, and now they've done Goku most recently. I have done the Vegito reviews on the channel once upon a time, so if you guys have never seen those, you can check those out on the channel. But it is pretty awesome that I'm kind of coming back to these full circle and seeing how awesome these figures are. Now, obviously, the character choice, it's Son Goku. He's the main character of Dragon Ball Z, and the fact that they decided to do all 6 different forms of Goku in this line is pretty cool. I think it would have been a lot better if they did a 3rd release of Super Saiyan 3, maybe Super Saiyan 2 or Super Saiyan God, and Super Saiyan 4, as those are also very notable transformations that kind of feel like a omission from this because they didn't have room. So simply because I feel like they are missing some forms that are very notable, especially Super Saiyan 3, and he's my favorite character in all of Dragon Ball. The likeness is very good across all the figures. Now, some of them are better than others. I would argue that the Kaioken has the best likeness out of all of these figures. The base form probably has the weakest one out of all of them, but it is interesting that he has the most unique face out of all of them, because I think both of the Ultra Instincts share the same face. The Super Saiyan and the Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan nearly share the same face, but I think the Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan is looking in a slightly different direction. The Kaioken has his own face, and then the base form has his own face. So Kaioken and base form have their own likeness, but they all look really good. Great detail, great attention to detail. Some of them look better looking in a certain direction than others, but that's kind of how you're supposed to display them. But I do think they all look very good in all different angles, so I'm going to give them a 5 out of 5 in terms of likeness. The sculpt quality is pretty good. Obviously, I know that they are stuck to a base. That is probably the only area where I feel like the sculpt is kind of lacking, because they are pretty much Kuji level statues that are, you know, attached to bases, because they wanted to make them float while doing the Kamehameha. So I totally understand that. I'm not a fan of having these figures on bases, but it is what it is. Bandai Namco Museum have done figures with just a support, as you can see in my old Vegito reviews. So not all of them are usually tied to a base, but it seems like they kind of, you know, play around with that idea, and Crane figures are going to be Crane figures at the end of the day. But I love how each one of their hair is sculpted. There's a little bit of uniqueness surrounding, you know, the few different types of forms that they have here. His muscles are well defined. You can see plenty of attention to his gi, and of course, there's lots of cool details within, you know, their lower bodies, as those slightly differ as well between a few of them. So I'm going to give the sculpt a 4 out of 5 in this area. Really, the only detracting area would be the fact that they're stuck to a base and support. Now, my favorite part of these figures are the paint and shading, which, even though they're all Son Goku, it's really cool to see that they're all slightly different colors. So the base form Goku is a little bit more of that traditional orange for Goku. He's got plenty of shading. All the figures have shading on them. When you move over to the Super Saiyan form, though, they actually gave him more manga associated colors, so a little bit more of a brighter orange. And then you go to the Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan, and he's very bright, like a very bright, almost yellow orange on his gi. The Kaioken has that amazing shading that we're so fond of when we see the Kaioken figures. It makes him stand out probably the most out of all of these. And the Ultra Instinct sign, he has his own shading that's different than the Mastered Ultra Instinct form as well. And the cool thing about the Ultra Instinct sign is that they gave him like kind of like this almost bluish glossy feature to his hair, which makes it look very unique and stand out so much. I would love to see that in a future Ichiban Kuji if they haven't done that already. But yeah, paint and shading is fantastic across all of these, and it's really cool to have all 6 in a set just because each one is colored differently, so they have their own uniqueness in that way. So I really love that. Paint and shading is a 5 out of 5 across all the figures. And then finally, size and scale. Like I said, these are pretty much Kuji level in size and scale. They actually can sit within an Ichiban Kuji collection if you don't mind having the base and stand on them pretty well. I absolutely love that fact. I don't want to put them within my own Ichiban Kuji collection. In fact, I have them in the back here instead within my display. I think they look really cool like that instead, just kind of all in line as a, you know, a supplement to my collection and display. So I really love them. I think they're a great size for what you can get them. You can get them really cheap with Bashon Collectibles as well. So go ahead and reach out to them if you want to pick these up. But I think for what you get them at, the price is great for the size. I'm going to give their size and scale a 5 out of 5. But yeah, I walked away very impressed with these figures. I love them quite a bit, man. They are definitely my favorite prize/Crane figures, I think, within my entire collection. They stand out so much and they ooze so much quality. So I'm going to walk away from today's review and give them a 4.5 out of 5. Guys, thanks for watching today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. We also have merch on the channel. If you did not know, you can go down in the link below to shop on my Spreadshop website. I have new merch Shirts, mugs, hoodies, stickers, tote bags, whatever you feel like picking up, it would help support me and the channel. I think they all look really cool. They're pretty comfy to wear as well. So thanks for your support. Go ahead and pick up a shirt if you feel like it. But until the next video, guys, I will see you all later.